Hello everybody, welcome to Gamer Boys. Today it's gonna be only me, Saxel. I'm gonna react to the latest Stories from the Outlands. Name it Promise. We're gonna take a look what we're gonna see here. I have a few guesses. I think we're gonna have a new legend, Horizon. I think his name is gonna be maybe some new weapons. I'm thinking maybe this new legend as well is gonna have permanent wall running, and I also think we're gonna see a new map. So let's see if those four guesses is what I have already before having watched this at all, or any other people react to it. So with further ado, let's dive into it. Alright. Looks like space. Looks like they're traveling somewhere. Spaceship.
Alright, dear. I'll tell you the story but one last time.
Yes, she's Scottish, right? Yeah, I forgot about that.
Once upon a time, a kingdom was in a terrible state, and they needed a hero to save it. Someone brave and true to her word. When this hero said she'd save us all, you knew she'd find a way to do it. But it wasn't without sacrifice. For the hero had someone very special in her life. Someone she loved more than anything.
You know that Disney movie Brave with the Scottish red hair girl? This feels like the story when she grew up. I don't know, I get very Disney vibes from this. Maybe it's just a Scottish accent, I don't know. Okay, sorry, I just wanted to say that.
And all she wanted was a kingdom safe for him.
She grew up and had a son.
But just when it felt like the world was against her, and her sacrifices were all for naught, hope emerged. And there was just one more thing to do.
This is dope.
The
I
hero
like this. This
must
is good.
travel to faraway lands to find the crystals that would save us all. But first, she made a promise. I'll be back, and we'll be together soon.
Do you promise?
Aye, my love. And although the hero was very scared, this special person made her brave. She gave her word. She would go to the ends of the universe for him and return with the kingdom saved. These faraway lands are deep, dark, uncharted. But, as any hero knows, if there's no risk, no journey into the unknown, then there's no discovery.
Sorry that
And
I'm not
with the
saying
crystals
much.
in hand, and the certainty of a promise kept, all the fear washed away.
I just don't want to ruin this. This is really good. We're gonna talk more about it after we've seen it once.
And in the end, well, they lived happily ever after.
Sorry, dearie.
Uh-huh. Oh, this is a bit like Interstellar.
And just how is it they lived happily ever after, I hear you asking? Because, my wee one, this isn't the end of our story.
You guys know what that is, right? It's the event horizon, I think, of a black hole, if the little physics I know serve me correctly.
Do you promise?
Wait, what?
Don't worry, my boy. I'll keep that promise yet. It's just a matter of time.
Is that it? Oh, November the 4th, that's really soon. Okay, not much to go on here. I think, well, new legend obviously, and it is Horizon. I don't know if that's actually gonna be her name. I think new map still. I believe that might be correct. Like, let's check here. Like, this feels like a new map, unless this is gonna be like a portal to the maps we already know. But I feel like it's about time that they introduce a new map. Also, the reason, especially why I think it's gonna be a new map, is that we've seen that, for example, Loba is from another planet, from a more city landscape, and a more sort of city landscape would work really well in case they decide to introduce wall running in some form or another as a more permanent kind of mechanic, not just for the fight or fright, because I find it unlikely that they would implement a mechanic that's so big only to use it once. Like, if you remember with Fight or Fright, the Fight or Fright event last year, you already then had the extremely long climbing time that you could climb much further, much higher than normally, and they introduced that as a passive for what's his face? Skull face. My memory. Revenant, of course. Yeah. So they introduced that as a permanent feature for Revenant, although not as OP, not as you couldn't climb as high, but you could climb a lot higher than the normal hero. So I'm thinking that the wall run now as a shadow was really crazy, so maybe they could do something a little less, something like that, but a little less, like tone it down a bit, and maybe that's her passive ability, for example. Maybe she can introduce some sort of gravity field that when you run through with your allies, everyone can do it for a while. Difficult to say. Let's take a look. Do we have any clues in the trailer what her abilities could be? First of all, I have to say that this backstory seems great. I don't know, to me this is the most human backstory we've had so far. Like, this feels like an actual character, like an actual human character, if you know what I mean. The other ones have been more cartoony, at least in... I guess you could make an argument for Bloodhound as well, but this is the most human character. I think that's fair to say. It's the most human character we've seen so far, and I like that. I also like the whole mom aspect. It's a good story to tell. This is an event horizon, right? This is a black hole. It must be a black hole. Wait, let me. I want to look at this. Where was it? You could see. I'm sorry for the blur here. Wait. Here, maybe. Yeah. This definitely looks like a black hole to me.
Sorry, dearie.
I wonder what their relationship are. I don't really have any guesses about that. I haven't seen it before. Yeah, but you can see that she's sucked into it. Of course, that could, to some extent, that could happen to us with the sun as well, but it wouldn't be as black. You wouldn't have this astronomical shape, or like this kind of shape with the light is very typical for a black hole. Not that it matters to the game, I'm sorry, I just like the physicist in me, got a bit excited about this, because it's a rare thing to see, but in video games, like for example in Elite Dangerous, there's some really, I think in the middle of, if you go to the middle of the Milky Way, there's a really nice black hole as well. So I just like this image, it's just great. Yeah. Okay, so something with, what happened here? So she uses the crystal. We've already seen the gravity. We've already seen the gravity wells. So she's gonna do something with gravity, which makes me think that the wall running would fit in with that. So maybe she can use gravity wells both on allies and maybe on enemies, but it works differently. For example, that it would freeze enemies in midair, so it's easy to shoot. Or for example, if you take cover behind something, you throw the gravity well there, and in an AoE effect, everything there rises up, so you can shoot it. That could be cool. That could be really cool. And especially if you move a bit more slowly, it takes a while for you to get out of there, so you have a few free shots before they can get themselves out of there. That could be cool. Maybe something like that. I don't know, she has a jetpack as well. Maybe her passive is just that she can wall run and double jump. Or just wall run. "87 years later."
Do you promise?
So, wait. So I guess this is sort of like Interstellar. For those who haven't seen the movie, I guess most of you have. But they go to a planet which is affected, or I don't remember the details, but it's like it's in close enough proximity to a planet with super high gravity, to such an extent that it actually affects time. And I'm pretty sure, at least according to special relativity, that could happen. My problem with that concept, and I might be wrong here, like I'm no expert at this, but as far as I've understood it, and please correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, I really want to know in that case, but if you would have that kind of situation where the gravity is so high that it affects time itself, surviving there might be a little bit hard. That's just my impression. So I'm thinking 87 years later and she looks the same, unless it happened when she went through the portal and that has something to do with it. But I'm thinking if they're going for a similar concept as in Interstellar, it might be just the fact that she's been this close to a black hole at the event horizon. What this light actually is sunlight that can no longer, or like any light that is getting pushed out of the black hole, but it can no longer escape this radius. That's how high the gravity would be here. Like, you could never survive here as a human. So maybe the spaceship is somehow like super sturdy, but still like if light itself cannot go away from there, it's pretty like gonna have to have some hard metals. So okay, but I guess so that would make sense why so much time have passed, or it would make some sense at least. Yeah, but overall, really cool story. Maybe a bit of a cop out from Interstellar. I'm definitely getting the vibe that they've basically gotten their inspiration from there, because it's very similar. It's like food shortage, but here it was energy shortage. Mom here has to go away and save the Earth through research done near a black hole. There it was food, but very similar. But it's a cool little story, so I really like it. What else? Let's see if I can find anything else here. Yeah, so here you can see Olympus time. This is her home planet. Olympus, so that's probably going to be the new planet then. This is a nice clue, yeah. How many days have passed there, and that's equal to 87 years. She's been here hardly a year, so you could probably calculate actually what I haven't had relativity in school for quite a while. What is it? Like the Lorentz factor? No, what is it called? Lorentz factor, yeah. Good job, me. It's actually... Just thinking if she's going back, like, how is she supposed to save him? Maybe he's already going to be dead, right? Wait, no, I'm just looking for if I'm gonna find anything more. Okay, yeah, no, but with that, I think we can say that it's probably gonna be Olympus, the new map for Season 7. Olympus is gonna be the new map. Horizon, or what her name is. Maybe they said it here and I'm an idiot, but let's call her Horizon since that's what people have called her. It's going to be the new legend. Weapons, no idea. I've heard rumors about bows. Now I'm thinking even a gravity gun, but I'm thinking more that would be her ability. doesn't have to be at all. Like, I'm not sure I would want to see an actual gameplay trailer to make any guesses. What else? I'm still thinking wall running is going to be implemented in some form or another. I'm keeping that guess. So I guess we'll see. But I think that's going to do for this reaction. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Do you have any thoughts, questions? Leave them in the comments. Am I totally off on the physics? What do you think the ability is going to be? What do you think the new gun's going to be? Do you think it's going to be a new map? Do you think we're going to Olympus? I'm pretty sure we're going to Olympus though. So I guess all that's left to say is happy Halloween, since it's still Halloween, and we'll see what happens on the 4th of November really soon. We'll be sure to post a new video then. Okay, bye guys.